How are you and I, with a book and a TED Talk and a signpost, and a tweet, and a LinkedIn article, like how are you and I going to completely change the mind of somebody whose entire incentive structure at his company is to drive advice to benefit his income? We're not.
Fair.
Okay, at all. And what we can do is continue with the movement and chip away, where, that Business Roundtable making that statement is a coup for us. Because it's, like I said, we would have been laughed out of the room. You and I having this conversation on a public forum would have been the butt of a joke in the 80s and 90s. But now people listen to us and go, that's interesting. And even though there are still many, many senior executives who think you and I are stupid idealists, right? And think that the reality of the world is not how it works that way. This is the profound strength of the understanding of the infinite game, which is it turns out that we've all been coming to work with it, not here, but general, people have been coming to work with that sense of discomfort. Something's not right here. Like, I don't enjoy work like I should. Like, it's fine. That's how most people describe their jobs. How's work? It's fine. It's fine, right? And when we try and say something, we're told, you don't understand how business works. And they're rich and they're powerful, so we just keep our heads down and I guess they know. For me, what I've learned from this infinite mindset, they don't know how business works. Business is an infinite game. They're playing for the wrong game. They don't know how business works. And that uncomfortable feeling we have, even though we haven't been able to put words on it, turns out we're onto something. And all we have to do is keep preaching and being the leaders we wish we had, and we will chip away at the system because we will grow up and to become the new CEOs when they retire and die. And we will take over, and we will take over Wall Street when they retire and die. Like, it's a generational thing. I'm not trying to convince somebody. I'm trying to get a new generation of people now who will eventually be promoted, who will eventually get jobs, who will eventually apply, will eventually start the companies and build the companies themselves, that in 20 to 30 years from now, capitalism will go back to the type of capitalism that made America what it is today. And Thomas Jefferson owned all the volumes, both volumes of Wealth of Nations that Adam Smith wrote. America is built on a capitalist ideal that is not the capitalism we have today. But we can return it. It took 20 or 30 years to get to where we are now. It'll take us 20 or 30 years to get back to where we need to be.